All right, as we wrap up, we got to wrap up with this. We have to talk about your Dirt Cup preliminary night win and how big of a win that was for you and how much fun that was to see you celebrate, but how hard you raced against Justin Peck as well.
That was, sure, I've said this a million times already, but that was the coolest thing I've ever done in my life.
Yeah.
4 years ago, I never thought I was going to get to race a big car.
Yeah.
You know, I've said that countless times at this point, but it's true. I never thought I was going to get to do it. Mm-hmm. So then to have Rick and Randy Favre call me up over the winter. Well, actually, they called me up just before High Limit last year and said, hey, we want you to run our motor at High Limit. And then we did that. Over the winter, we built a car, and they wanted me to run it full-time at Skagit.
Yeah.
So ran the first few nights, put the motor in my car to go get some more laps at Speed Week, and then that was an abysmal week. So my spirits weren't very high going into Thursday at Dirt Cup. I didn't think a whole lot of anything was going to happen. Mm-hmm. So we kept the motor in my car. I can't remember the exact reason why, but that's what we did. Go out Thursday, and timed in 12th.
Yeah.
Which I was pretty happy with. That was better than I'd been qualifying all week, you know. Heat race, it's taken me a little bit to get used to the speeds of the 410.
Yeah.
Like, things happen really quick out there, and I think people underestimate when they're watching just how quick it's happening.
Yeah.
Like, when you're in the car, somebody in the 410, somebody will throw a slide job at you, and by the time, when you're not used to it, by the time you've comprehended that slide job, 3 more have come.
Really? Wow.
It's happening fast. So it's taken me a little bit to get used to it. But Thursday in the heat race, I fell back. But things, I could feel it. Things were finally starting to click. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking at the lineup for the main event after the heat race, thinking I'm going to be in the B.
Yeah.
Like, up front in the B. Mm-hmm. I knew I wasn't going to be buried, but I knew I wasn't going to be like... Main. I knew I wasn't going to be one of the front runners, so I thought, like, front of the B main was where I was going to be. Well, the B main lineup got posted. I wasn't on there. I'm like, no way. I made the main. Yeah. Probably buried in the main.
Yeah, but I made the shot.
But I'm in it. Yeah. You know, that was one of my goals for that week, was I wanted to make all 3 nights, all 3 mains at Dirt Cup, which I ended up pulling that off, but that doesn't matter with what we did Thursday.
Yeah.
Then they post the main event lineup, and I see that I'm on the outside pole outside of Shane Golobic. And I kind of started freaking out because I did not think I was ready to start there.
Yeah.
I didn't think I had the skills, the pace to run up front like that yet. I didn't think I was ready. So I'm sitting there stressing, thinking there's no way I'm going to be able to hold this spot. I'm thinking, like, if I can stay in the top 10, that'll be a great night.
Yeah.
I'm thinking for sure first thing that's going to happen is Shane's going to slide the hell out of me in one, and then I'm just going to tuck in behind him and just try to learn.
Yeah.
So managed to get a good start. We ran side by side into one, and nothing came. No slide job, nothing. He just stayed on the bottom. I kept my foot in it, wheeled around him on the top, and coming out of 2, I was clear.
Yeah.
And that was the first time all night that I really thought that I had a chance. Because I was, like I said, I was expecting to be, like, in a B.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, for sure.
That was my expectation. So here we are, leading the race, running around. I had the top rolling, tried the bottom a little bit, didn't think it was as fast. So on lap 8? I'm ripping around the top, and Justin Peck just got by me.
Yeah.
So at that point now, I'm like, all right, I just got to learn. I just got to stay behind Justin and
watch what he does.
Watch what he's doing and pick up every little piece of information that I have. Yeah. That I can get. Anything that he will give me, I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that. So running around behind him, and he wasn't all too much faster. You know, once I found the bottom in 3-4, he wasn't very much faster than me. No. So was that lap 16 we had that open red?
Something like probably like that, yeah.
In that range. It was 14 or 16. You came up to me and asked for the interview. Yep. And you asked me what I had to do to win the race. And you asked me what I had to do to win that race, and I was completely talking out of my ass from everything that I said. Because I didn't think I had a hope. Yeah. I'm going to be honest. So, you know, I told you that I had to just cut clean laps and wait for us to get in lap traffic and hope that Justin makes a mistake. Yep. Yeah. That was, I couldn't have said it more perfectly.
Correct. You couldn't.
Because that is exactly what happened. Yeah. So we're running around. We get into lap traffic, and we get stuck behind Gage Garcia. And we're running bottom of 3-4, top of 1-2. Just the way the track was, you couldn't get runs on the top of 1 and 2. You had to get a real good run to clear them before you got back to 3, which how slow we were entering was just hard to pull off.
Yeah.
So we get stuck behind Gage, and Justin's playing around with his lines trying to find somewhere to go. And he just hung himself in the middle for a few laps, which I thought there's no way he was going to do that in the first place. I thought he was going to go commit to the top or catfish the bottom and try and squeeze underneath of him.
Yeah.
But he just hung around in the middle, and I just kept gaining and gaining and gaining. And then eventually he slipped up on the exit of 4, and I just drove around him. He slid me a couple of times. And then white flag came out, and it was dusty enough. I didn't even know that the white flag had come out.
Really?
I couldn't see it.
Okay.
I couldn't see the flag stand at all. I don't know if Justin could, but I couldn't. I had no idea. So he slid me. I got tight on the cushion, and then I couldn't cross it back underneath of him. And then Eric Fisher, we talked about him earlier. He's awesome. He's taught me a lot about racing big cars. You know, he's really the one that brought me to the level, the racing skill that I have in the big cars. He's really the one that got me there, because I had to race him tooth and nail for everything, learning how to race a sporty.
Yeah.
And I hated to see that he spun out, but that was the luckiest yellow flag of my life. By far.
A little bit.
By far the luckiest yellow I've had my whole career. So I tried to go back in front of Justin, because I knew we ran split yellows at Skagit. So I knew I had the lead, because I had him at the line. So I tried to go back in front of him, but he wasn't having any of it. So I'm like, all right, I'll chill behind. They're just going to put me up there anyway.
Yeah.
Put me in the lead, and I thought for sure, because it was a green-white checkered finish, I thought for sure he was going to slide the hell out of me in 1.
Yeah.
So all that was on my mind there was he's been going early in the restart zone. No, he'd been going late. He was early. He's been going early in the restart zone, so I'm like, I have to go late, because that should trip him up.
Yeah.
And in the big cars, you don't have mirrors in these things or anything, so I had really no idea if I had tripped him up at all or not. So I went real late in the zone, got on the gas, went through 3-4, nailed the bottom, which is the only thing really on my mind at that point, was just nail the bottom. Go down the front straightaway, and I'm expecting to see the white and blue coming up at least beside me, trying to do something, but I didn't even hear him. Didn't see the nose, anything. And I was just shocked. So I just cut clean laps from there, and the rest is history.
There you go.
That one was probably my proudest moment, because I've been going to Dirt Cup for a long time.
Yeah.
That's like the race that I went to. That was my favorite race growing up as a kid. I loved Dirt Cup.
Yeah.
So to get my first 410 win in my first start at Dirt Cup in my rookie season in a 410, probably my proudest moment.
All right.
You know, little me would have been very proud.
Very happy about that.
Which is kind of what I try to go off of is, would little me be happy with what I'm doing?
Fair.
You know?
Well, finally, who do you need to thank for where you are?
Ooh.
Sponsors, anything like that?
I got to thank, biggest one right now would definitely be the Favre family for giving me the opportunity to come out and race 410s with everybody. Chilliwack Ford, Race Car Illustrated, TM Anderson Law Firm, Capstone Plastering, Cogswell Cogs, Company 22, Western Gas Co., Favre Racing Engines, obviously, Triple X Race Co., Harding Forklift Services, for giving me so much time off to go do all this racing. And just everybody, the crew, Kyson, Colby, my mom, my dad, the girlfriend Zoe, everybody that comes out and just helps us out, and all the fans that come out and support. This really wouldn't be possible without you guys.
Well, sweet, Levi. Thank you so much. It's been a lot of fun conversation. I'm happy to have it.